All right, well, welcome back to Eonan's Edge. This video will be my 2023 top 10 favorite knives that I purchased this year and a few honorable mentions. So let's get started, folks. The first one is going to be a budget price knife that I picked up early in the year. It's by Megaron. It's called the Mayoral. This is a great looking knife. Excellent build quality, looks more expensive than it actually is, uses 14C with G10, milled clip, gorgeous pivot collar, just an all-around, there we go, an all-around great looking knife. Okay, so that's one. Next one up, Nick Ridgey's Jersey. This was a first effort from a small custom knife maker. Nick's a great guy. We became friends in this process. His knife is a thing of beauty. Nice finish, 20 CV blade, milled clip, really well balanced knife, stays really balanced in your hand. Just feels great, looks great all around. If you haven't checked it out yet, you should. These are still available. The Ridgey Jersey is on my list. Next one, Jacob Lundquist's collaboration with Kizer. This is the Veritas. Let's see if we can get a good, there we go. Look at the milling on this. Pocket clip over here, the clip delete is actually part of the machining, looks fantastic. They do give you another piece of this in the box if you are a lefty and you want to move the clip the other way. Gorgeous knife, looks great, fantastic milling on this thing, great looking blade, good ergonomics, again, a winner. So again, Kizer's Veritas or Veritas, designed by my good friend Jacob Lundquist. All right, there we go. Next up is a knife some of you may be sleeping on. G-Ball, my friend G-Ball told me about this. I had already been looking at it, and I thought it was really cool. This is the Megaron Carex 2. Absolutely gorgeous knife. This one is in bronze titanium, has this super nice textured milling on it, great looking blade. Everything just lines up perfectly on this knife. Has a nice look and feel to it, nice lines, functional pocket clip. Like I said, fantastic milling, little bronze accents on this particular one that I bought. Really nice. Feels good in either hand position. It's one of the few knives that I can actually front flip. It's a great front flipper, but it can be flicked open really nice and easily with the blade cut out. So that is the Megaron Carex 2. Check one out, get your hands on one if you can. This is a fantastic knife. Next up is the knife I was the most excited to buy this year and actually scored. This is the EMP EDC Nimble X version 2. Absolutely flawless knife. Gorgeous milling, beautiful finish work. Just cannot say enough about this. This one is number 2 of 100 off the production line. This has been a fantastic knife. Looks great, feels great, big, healthy choil on the front, lots of serrations on the top of the spine. It's a thing of beauty. The Nimble X V2 from EMP EDC. All right, let's move over to some other knives over here. This was probably my most carried knife of the year that I bought. This is a budget knife by a company that I love. These two guys have really garnered a great reputation. This is the Devo Knives Pony Stout. To say that this knife was carried a lot by me is an understatement. This knife was in and out of my pocket throughout the year from the very day that I received it in the mail until current day. It's got a reversible pocket clip, nice scales on it, the same great blade shape that you get on the full-size stout, but this little sucker has a very, very usable choil. A gorgeous blade on it. I went with the stone washed and the black. I just felt like as a knife I would carry to work a lot. It works great for me. The wire clip works good on this type of knife. So again, this is the Devo Knives Pony Stout. And there you have it. Great looking knife. All right. Next up's going to be another knife in the Devo lineup. This one is a version 2, and this is the Growler. Now, I was always a big fan of this knife. They made some really great improvements to this. You got a twilled carbon fiber. You got an upgrade on the steel. This is a 154 CM satin. I don't usually buy satin knives because of this, because they get all fingerprinted up, but the knife is just gorgeous, feels great, great improvements over the first generation, which I also own. Reversible pocket clip on it. I really like that a lot. The knife just looks and feels great. It performs great as well. I've carried this knife a lot as well, and again, Devo's just killing it. All of their knives have been fantastic. They offer something in the budget range, something in the affordable range, premium knives. This one here quickly became a favorite. I hope that they maybe later come out with a full tie version, maybe with some, you know, some decent inserts or something like that, or some textured full tie of this would be fantastic, and maybe give us a Magna Cut or a 20 CV or something like that, or S90 would be fantastic. But again, the Devo Growler version 2, beautiful knife. All of Devo's knives have been pretty fantastic. So there we go. Next up is another Devo knife. This is the Nip. I was super excited about this knife, even though I knew that basically what this is a very fancy S90V box cutter. I have carried this knife a fair amount. I love the design, the texturing on it. Everything works good. The pocket clip is a little tough because it's short, but again, it is supposed to be a 5th pocket carry knife. But it has everything you'd want out of a Devo knife. I mean, the action on it is impeccable. It can be blade, there I failed it. It can be blade flicked if you're doing it correctly, or it has a flipper tab for old fogies like me. Great looking knife, amazing. I mean, this thing was fantastic for just slicing open boxes one day at work, just cutting open a whole bunch of packages and then disposing of all that stuff. The S90V holds an edge virtually indefinitely if you're not messing around doing something silly with it. Great look to it, great fit and finish. You got titanium on here, milled clip. It's a win for all of us knife lovers. Now I'm going to show you a knife I picked up fairly recently. I had handled one and I loved it, and I really wanted the wooden version. This is a knife from Finch. This is the Finch Flint, and this one is in ironwood. Again, milled clip, bolstered hidden frame lock, 154 CM blade, beautiful finish on it. I've really become a fan of Finch knives because they can meld the old school look with new modern materials. Finch Flint, folks, awesome knife. And finally, a knife that I don't think gets enough credit. This is the Hogue Ballista. This is an auto button lock, and this is probably one of the most impressive knives I bought this year, especially since this is well under $200, about 160 bucks if you find it at the right time. Amazing knife, cuts great, really, really solid. 154 CM stone wash, button lock, has a lockout if you don't want it, if you're worried about the button lock, fires right out there, feels great in hand, good ergonomics. Again, you cannot go wrong with the Hogue Ballista. Let me give you a couple quick honorable mentions. We got the Bug Out Killer, the Hogue Deca in Magna Cut. Don't waste your time buying a Bug Out, guys. Just buy yourself a good Hogue Deca. You'll be happy. The Kvist Vanish is also here. The inverse of the original Kvist PE, This came out fantastic, good looking knife, very easy to carry in your pocket. Either variation of the CJRB Pyrite. This happens to be the Wharncliffe one. I also have the Drop Point one in Stonewash. These are a great value, a fantastic knife with good ergonomics and solid deployment. So again, that is the CJRB Pyrite. And then I'm going to throw in one fixed blade. I bought this knife after reviewing a friend's. This is the Tops Knife Bull Trout. What a great little fixed blade this is. Super comfortable for almost any hand. Fits right in there and disappears. Comes with a nice leather sheath. There you go. There is my yearly top 10 plus a few honorable mentions up top. Thanks for watching this video, folks. Consider subscribing to the channel if you liked it, and stay sharp.